Alright, last video. What is this one called? I think this is the... wait a minute. No. It's not the clover. Hold on, guys. Here it is. It is the YuXin 8-petal magnetic magic cube, stickerless. Obviously. Okay, so obviously, I solved it already, sort of, into this pattern here. This is one of the easier puzzles. I know I said that this one was easy. I mean, that still took me some time. But this one is definitely easy. I mean, a total novice can solve this. Actually, this is a nice, fun puzzle for someone who's just, getting into puzzles. Once you have done the Rubik's Cube a few times and you're comfortable with it, and you want like a new challenge, something like this can teach you a lot about puzzle solving and understanding, how to do 3 cycles, understanding how to understand, kind of face turning centers. I mean, this is a corner turner, but there's still like a center that you can start with to help you navigate the rest of the puzzle. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this up a few more times. Okay. Alright, that's fine. So, I will start with white. So, this time I will kind of walk through it. We want to match the corners first. And obviously there are 4 corners here, 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason I know this is because if all 4 corners has white, so I can match it, it wouldn't have worked over here because these corners don't have white. So I know that this is a white side. Okay, let's turn this over, and then we'll solve the yellow, because obviously, if you know puzzles, typical ones anyway, white and yellow are opposite each other. So we can just turn these over. And then once you do these 4, then technically, automatically, the other colors solve as well. Okay, now we'll just move these petals around. Here's a white. So this white is orange here, so that'll actually go right here. We'll 3 cycle it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's done. Here's another white, and that's supposed to go over here. So I'm gonna 3 cycle it to go from here to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's over here. Now I can bring it down over here because that's where it's supposed to go. White and red. White, red. So 3 cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that moved this green and white over here, which I can now 3 cycle to this spot because that's where it goes. White, green, white, green. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. And then we just need the blue one lastly. And I'm just going to make a setup move, turn this here. Now this can go up here. White, blue, blue. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll undo that setup move that I did. And I know which way to turn it because you can look at this side here. You can see that it's blue, but this corner needs to be blue. So which way do I turn it? Clockwise in order to match the blue. And that is how, counterclockwise is how I did that setup move. So white's done. Flip it over and we'll just do, we can do the edges and then the yellow face, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the edges. So blue and red needs to go here. So you can see how it goes right there. But I can't just do that because then it flips rotates this corner. So I got a 3 cycle. So I can cycle it here to where though? Not here because it's all in the same orbit. So that's not going to work. I can cycle it with this if I bring it over here to this side. And then I can cycle it this way. You'll see. Okay, so I turn this over. That's my one setup move. Now I can 3 cycle these 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in. I just need to undo the setup move. There you go. And let's see. Okay. Just a little bit confused. I was thinking about something else. Alright, so red and green, that's supposed to go here. This is a good 3 cycle. I can just do it like that. So I'm going to bring this up first so I can place this. Then bring it back, and that's done. What's left? This, okay, so orange and blue needs to go right here. I can 3 cycle it this way. So I'm going to bring this up first. Now I'm going to bring this in. That matches. Bring this back, and then bring this back. Yellow is still up here. That's done. This is done. This is done. And what's left? Green and orange. And that's over here. Once again, I can 3 cycle it this way. This is what I'm talking about when I said this is one of the easiest puzzles ever. Now, because of the way the puzzle works, you only have 1 3 cycle left. You will always have a simple 3 cycle left. Sometimes you got to maneuver things around, but as long as you can get them adjacent to each other and not in the same orbit, obviously, then you can just solve it. You know, just one last move. So this red and yellow will go here. Okay, and then that'll bring over this yellow and blue, which is right here, that we can place. So 3 cycles, so that's 1. Now bring this in, matches 2, and then we'll just undo it, which automatically brings this piece to match with the corner here, and then undo that part, and then you are done. Again, one of the easiest puzzles. By the way, this particular puzzle, this YuXin, it's got magnets. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. This is the kind of puzzle you would, I think it cost me $10, which I'll admit it's a little pricey, but for $10, you can probably just buy this and gift it to someone who's like I said earlier, you're looking for a challenge, something different than a Rubik's Cube, something they can figure out themselves and not really need any help. And like I said, you know, it can teach them how to solve other puzzles, more advanced puzzles. So, yeah, play with this one. $10, a little pricey, but I think it's worth getting just so you can have a bit of a new challenge. So, there you go. Thanks.